Hi, so today's class will be about Revit's interface, and I'm going to go over the tools you are going to see, what the interface looks like, and how you can navigate around in Revit interface. So to start a project, let's start with the main page of Revit. And under project, you see that you can open a new project, open existing project, you can create a new project, and there are a set of templates which we will work with later on. But for today, let's actually open an existing project, and we want to use one of the Autodesk sample projects. Here, if you use school computers, the sample project is one of the default projects you will see. If not, the link actually is given to you on the PDF file, so you can go and go to first you can go to C drive, then you need to find program files. From program files, you will go to Autodesk and then Revit 2019. And then there are a set of sample files. So you should find the samples. And the one we are using is called Rack Basic Sample Project. So it's this one. If you open that, then that will become one of the, basically all your last projects will be shown as default projects on your Revit main page. So I can open this one. So when the project opens, you can see that it actually opens because it was saved this way. The title sheet opens, so from there you can actually go to 3D. I hope the size of my monitoring is good so you can see everything. I'm going to adjust that a little bit. I guess that's the max I can have. So on the top part, you will see what is called Quick Access Toolbar. And as you see, that allows you to open a file, save a file, and print, and so on. We will go over these later. And then you have the ribbon tabs. So these tabs are called ribbon tabs. Each tool for each of these tabs is under a ribbon, so that is the ribbon. And also you have the option bar, so I will talk to you about the option bar here. Some of the tools you initiate, it actually gives you an option bar. Under properties, you have the type selector here. So if I go, for example, to the 3D view and I choose the roof, under properties, I can see the type of that element selected. So on the left side, I have properties and I have project browser. And at the bottom here, if you look at the options here at the bottom of the page, you will see the view control bar. We will go over what these are. So briefly, you can see how to scale your project, then its detail level, and after that we see the visual style. So you can change the visual style of your project from wireframe to shaded and so on. You have the option for sun path to be on or off, shadows can be turned on or off. You have rendering option here, which we will talk about later in the following chapters. You can crop the view, you can show the crop region, and you can lock or unlock your 3D view. You have the temporary hide and isolate, and you can reveal hidden elements if they are hidden. And again, I will talk about each of these in more detail, and also when we work on our exercises and assignments, you will get more familiar with this. The main page receives the drawing area, and here on the right side, what it's called the info center here, and the navigation tool is called View Cube, and there is also another navigation bar here which we will go over. So you can access interface components by going to View, and on the right side we have user interface. If you look at the drop down menu, you can turn on or off these options. So for example, properties is checked, so that's why we can see properties on the left side, and same as project browser. So if you see your properties or project browser are closed, this is one way to open them. So you can just go to user interface under view and check back these options. Another way to open and close, or actually open the properties and project browser if you don't see them, is by right clicking, and as you see here, properties is checked. So if I uncheck it, I will not see properties. The last way to open properties or close it is by using Control 1. So if you hold Control button and number 1, you will actually open and close properties. Under project, so we will talk more about properties, and what you see under properties, as I mentioned, you can check the property type of each element, and you can see the properties. Project browser allows you to go to different views. So you will have floor plans, for example. So if you go to level 1, you will see the view for level 1, and same for level 2. 3D, as you see, we have different options for 3D. The default one is 3D. The rest of them that you see here are actually created by placing a camera, so we will go over that later. Elevations are also under views, so you can check all of these elevations and see your building from that view. Sections have been created in this project, so you can see 3 sections. So you can explore these views on your own and see what views you can create or what views you have access to. So another thing we can do from project browser is that if I go all the way to families and expand it, and I want to, for example, add a tree, so here I can go down to planting. I can expand planting, and as you see, there is a family called RPC tree. If you expand that, and if I want to place, for example, a hawthorn tree, you can see the size of the trees, I can drag that and place it. So you can see that I cannot place it everywhere on that. If you try it, it will actually look for the landscape, so I can drop it here. So that's how you can add trees, and that's part of the assignment you are supposed to do. So practice this, make sure you know how to add trees. To get rid of the tree, I can hit escape twice, and that tool is gone. So that is how you can close tools. Deactivate the tool. Another thing you can do is that if you right click on project browser and say search, and then let's search for bathroom, would be able to go to actually navigate through these. Let's see, maybe we can search for Twitter. So you can see that it will find that view for you. So that is about project browser. We will practice a lot of project browser and how to use it later on. So type selector, let's now select this roof again. So as you see, the type of this roof is basic roof. And if I check the drop down menu, I can change the type of the roof. It's a basic roof. So let's go ahead and change it to warm roof timber. As you see, if you click anywhere else on the drawing area, you see that the color of the roof changes. So that means the type has also changed. Another thing we can do is to check also crop views from properties. So let me go to one elevation view. So if I go to, for example, west elevation, if from the properties you go down to extents, you see that there is a crop view. So if I uncheck that and check it, that means there is a crop view, which is the reason I cannot see this because it's not visible. So if you click on the crop region visible and check it, then you can select the region. You can use these blue dots to make it smaller or larger. And you can use this dashboard. As you see, there are these horizontal brick view bricks. There are horizontal ones and there are vertical ones. That if you click on them, it will break them from those locations. We also have section box. I'm going to put this back. Oh, regarding crop view, also you can do crop view from the options here in the view control bar. So here I could also open or close the crop view. As you see, I can control it also from here, and I can show or hide the crop view region. Okay, let's see. So if we go to 3D view, and under extents, I can also add a section box. As you see, section box is not shown. This is, I don't know if that is, seems to be one of the problems. So section box is hidden. When I select it, it's also not shown. So if you go down here, so if you have the same problem, you can go to reveal hidden elements. If you're using other versions of Revit, it might. If it's not shown, then go to this lamp icon and reveal hidden elements. Then you can select it, right click on it, and unhide it in view. So now even if you turn off this, you will see the section box. So that way you can create different section boxes. There are these controls that you can use. These little blue triangles allow you to create a new section. So that way, as you see here, we have multiple sections, and that is how they have been created. So let's look at how to navigate the drawing or the building you have created. I'm actually going to go back to my full 3D view. So again, I can just, let's see. I'm going to just expand this a little bit so I can see my view better. And I'm going to get rid of this section box. Okay, there we go. So here I have the view cube. So if you use the view cube, you can navigate around your model. As you see on the view cube, you have this corner that you can drag, and it will pivot around your model in all directions. If I just click on each side of the view cube, it will take me to that view. I can click on view left, view front, and so on. Or if I click on that on the corner of each of them, it will take me to that corner view. So which is, for example, this is going to be northwest view. If you use the compass here, then you can only pivot around your model. It will not pivot vertically up or down. So this is how you can use view cube. And if you navigate around and you find a view that you like, you can right click on it, and then you can actually save your view, and that will be one of the 3D views that you see here. So if I save this as so then it will be shown under your 3D views as you see. So another way to navigate is to use the here you can see the full navigation wheel, and if I expand, if I click on it and I drag it, there are multiple options I can do. I can zoom, I can orbit around, as you see, I can center, walk around, look, and rewind, and so on. Another thing is, actually I'm going to click, and if you actually hold the wheel, you can also, if you hold down, click and hold the scroll wheel, that will actually allow you to pan around. Another thing you can do. Hidden objects, I basically mentioned to you how to use hidden objects and how to reveal it, because the section box was hidden. But if you click on the reveal hidden elements, then it will show you what elements are actually hidden in your model, and you can select them. If you want to hide an element, there are two ways to do it. Here, if you right click, you can see that you can hide in view, but actually a better way to hide, sometimes this hides them sort of permanently, and you will need to go to visibility and graphics to get your element back. But if you select an element and here you go to these glasses, it's a temporary hide, so then you can hide an element, and that is easier to get your element back. So make sure you know why you're hiding. Are you trying to hide something like more permanently, or you are just quickly hiding something? So if it's just a quick hide, you can use these glasses down here. Something that is great about Revit is that you can have multiple views. So you can have tile view. So if I do tile view, it will actually open all views that I had open. And then you can check in 2D and also 3D. So if you want to, for example, modify this window, if you select it in 3D, that will also be selected in 2D. So you know where it is and what you are trying to modify. Same for 2D and other views. So remember that you can take advantage of having multiple windows open at the same time, and This is very helpful when you are working on certain objects. So for example, when you are creating stairs, that will be helpful to see those in multiple windows. Some objects also it helps to change the detail level for them. So you can go from detail level of coarse to fine. So as you see, it shows you more details if you click on that detail view. Something that I don't think I mentioned is that whatever change you make in properties or here from the view control bar, you will just need to move your mouse or cursor to the canvas to apply that change. So here in properties, you also have the option to apply. So let's change. So I can either click apply or I just drag my mouse. So you see I'm not clicking on apply, I'm just moving my mouse and the changes will be applied. So let me close this one and this one. So here I have 3D and 2D open. Another thing you can do is to change, as I said, to visual style. You can change to shaded, and you can change to wireframe or realistic. If I click on realistic, that will actually show you a quick rendered view. It takes some time, so you may want to try it or avoid it if you find it very slow. So that is it for this lecture. Again, please let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and navigate around the project. There are so many things to check and see. These sample files by Autodesk are great because you can learn a lot from them, how they have created the project and different elements. You should go over this video and that should help you do your first assignment. Good luck and talk to you soon. Bye.